In this demonstration, we're going to have a look at configuring an Exchange server by using Exchange Server commandlets. So PowerShell is extremely useful for doing a lot of bulk tasks. We can do everything that we can do in the Exchange Admin Center, we can also do as well through PowerShell. So what I've done is I've connected through to PowerShell ISE. And what we're going to do is we're just going to run some of the commandlets that may be useful for managing Exchange Server itself. So the first thing we're going to have a look at here is if we just run this get-command, -name, *-mailbox database, this will list for us all of the Exchange management database commandlets that we can use on Exchange Server 2019. So as you can see, not a massive amount. So what we can do is we can get information relating to the mailbox database, we can create a new mailbox database, remove a mailbox database, and specify settings on a mailbox database. So the next thing we'll do here is we're just going to create a new mailbox database, and we're going to do that by using the new -mailbox database -server. We're going to create it on lon-ex1, and the database we're going to create will be called marketing. So this doesn't take a massive amount of time. We won't worry too much at the minute about restarting the Microsoft Exchange Information Store on the server because we're not really doing anything with that database yet. The next thing we'll do here is we'll just view the quota settings for this newly created database. So we're going to use the get-mailbox database. We're going to specify marketing. We're then going to use the pipe, which on a UK keyboard is shift/. Then what we're going to do is we're going to format the list, and all we're interested in is the name of the database and the prohibit send receive quota. And as we can see at this point here, name is prohibit send receive quota. Marketing, at this point here, we've got the 2.3 gigabyte, and that is our prohibit send receive quota. So name marketing, quota. Now what we'll do is we'll just have a look at the mailbox database copy status. So we may have a DAG in place. A DAG is a database availability group, and that just allows me to have multiple copies of a database split across multiple servers. We're doing that for the purposes of redundancy. So what we'll do is we'll just run that commandlet, and as we can see at this point here, mailbox database, one of them is currently mounting, mailbox database 1 is currently mounting, and then my marketing database that I've just created is currently dismounted, purely because I've created it, haven't bothered mounting it yet. So the next thing to do is we're going to specify some quota settings on this newly created database. So I want to change my prohibit send receive quota, and I want to up that to 20 gigabytes. So to do that, rather than using the get-commandlet, we're going to use a set-commandlet to specify that quota. So there you go. So let's put it through there now. So let's scroll this down a bit further. So now what we're going to do is, now that we've created that database and now we've specified some settings, let's mount the database by using the mount-database and specifying the name of the database. Then once it's up and running so we can utilize it, what we're then going to do is we'll then just restart the service for the Microsoft Exchange Information Store. So we'll restart the service. MS Exchange IS. That usually restarts fairly quickly, to be perfectly honest. There you go, fairly quickly. Now that we've actually restarted the service, next thing we'll do here is we'll just verify that the settings that we've just put in place have actually taken effect and that the database is mounted. So we're going to use the get-mailbox database command again. We're going to specify our marketing database. We're going to pipe that out, and then what we're going to do is format a list so we can see the name and we can see the prohibit send receive quota. So as you can see, 20 gig, marketing. Then we'll just have a look at the get-mailbox database copy status for server lon-ex1. Now this is either going to come back as mounting or mounted. So, but we'll run it anyway, just to see what it comes back with. So it is mounted, so that's brilliant. Final thing we'll do now is, now we've created that database, let's move some mailboxes into that mailbox database. So we'll use the get-user, and we're going to go for recipient type details as user mailbox. The filter will be, we'll just pull the information from the marketing department. Then we're going to use our pipe commandlet. So once we've built the list, we're going to do a new move request, and the target database will be marketing. So now we've picked everything, the next thing to do is have a look at our get-move request and group and then the status. Now this can take a while just for this to go through. So let's just see what the status currently is. And what we can see at this point here, we've got 41 queued, we've got 1 in progress, and we've got 11 completed. So like I said, this will take a few minutes for this to go through. So what we'll do at this point here is we'll just pause this presentation and just return back once everything is completed. So as we can see, it's all now completed, and that's the end of this demonstration of useful commandlets for managing Exchange Server. Thank you.